think is the most important thing of the night. I honestly think it's all important. Like, as you can say, protein is very important, and controlling insulin is very important, and raising our life force is very important. They're all very important. But to know the nature of your fats, because that can get us very quick. To know, that is probably the most important thing, is to understand the nature of our fats, because there are certain fats that can promote inflammation in the body, and there are certain fats that can put out inflammation in the body. Our body needs a balance of both fats. For good health, our body needs a balance of omega-3 and omega-6. It needs the balance. And our old diet would have had a very good balance. The fat profile would have been good in our diet. We would have had a different balance of fats. But over the last 60 years or so, particularly with the introduction of vegetable oils, which have only come on stream in the last 60 years or so, with the introduction of vegetable oils, what's happened is we've increased our level of omega-6. And our omega-3, there's very little omega-3 in the food chain, and as a result there's very little omega-3 in our diet. And what we have is we've a very low omega-3 intake and a very high omega-6, which throws our whole fat profile out of balance. And that can have very serious consequences for us, really serious consequences for us, because it leads to a form of inflammation in the body. And inflammation attacks our brain and our nervous system. And all of the main health issues out there are linked to inflammation, and very serious ones like cancer, heart disease, Alzheimer's. As I said, the brain is 60% fat, and if we're building up the wrong fats in the brain, there's a lot of truth in brain food, a lot of truth in that. But you need to watch that. We don't want to be inflaming that. And if we don't know the dangers of the vegetable oils that are out there, we could be unknowingly building up a lot of inflammation, and we could be attacking our system there. So very, very important to get that one. And as I mentioned there earlier on, this is well known out there. Like Time magazine did an article on it in 2004 and called it the silent killer, because it's silent, you don't know it. The inflammation, we could be promoting inflammation throughout the body. They called it the silent killer, and for good reason, because if it is linked to cancer and cardiovascular disease and Alzheimer's, that's a silent killer, because you don't know it. Whereas if you knew that way back, and you knew the balance of fats, and you knew what was behind that, you could take control of it. So that is very, very important. And the main way to balance that up is to drop down the bad fats, give you a list of them there, drop way back on the vegetable oils, and increase the omega-3. And the best way to increase omega-3, it's two ways. One is through sources through food, which is mainly the oily fish, sardines and mackerel. It can be very difficult for people if they don't like fish to increase omega-3. So the best way and the easiest way is to take a very good omega-3 supplement, but a very good omega-3 supplement. And there's very good reason for taking that. You're building up the omega-3s in your body, and you're dropping down the omega-6. Now you're getting the fat profile right in your body. So that's a major step in the right direction.